All right, we're back. Got a big package here. Shipping weight said 20 pounds, 7 ounces. This is, well, we're gonna go on this little journey together. I don't know exactly what to expect for sure, but we're gonna find out. All right, what we have here is what I believe is the latest version from the company. I believe it's pronounced Hynade. This is their new plasma cutter in blue. It's the HYC 550P. From what I could gather, the previous versions were yellow. This one's blue, different display. The good folks at Hynade sent this to me to unbox and talk about. So this is just going to be the unboxing video. Probably do 2 videos, one of me unboxing it and one of me maybe using this thing. I don't know much about this particular unit. We're going to find out together. Do the best we can here. All right. First thing, the way it's packed. We've got some solid packing on both ends. Got a instruction manual. We will go through that. Looks like the torches here in the bag. Adapter. So the way the adapter's working now on the 110 is you go into your 110 and then you plug in your heavy cord to that. I've seen different versions done differently. Pull this torch out. We'll go through that here in a second. We've got a small bag of what looks like maybe some consumables, some hose clamps, some thread tape. Let's pull this thing out. In here, and we got a do not eat silicone. Check the box real quick, make sure we're not missing anything. We just got some labeling, goes through the stuff. It is a pilot arc, IGBT technology, that's an inverter I believe, high frequency, dual voltage. Here's the small information sticker. 55 amps, 60% duty cycle. That's pretty cool. If you're not familiar with duty cycle, my understanding is in a 10-minute period that could run for 6 minutes. Then you need to let it rest for 4 minutes. Continuous. All right, let's see the other end, bottom. Cardboard, double layered, corrugated. Good packaging. Pull that off. Power cord through there. This is just your standard get the bag off. How do you do the bag? The bag is not taped with 1,000 pounds of tape. It has a nice twist. All right, we got a stick here. Built-in filter, manual press up, release water with air, automatic release water without air. Oh, that's interesting. So there is a water separator built in? That's interesting. Got a little heft to it. Let's maybe reposition this camera a little bit so we can get down in here and see what we're doing. I was going to take a couple quick measurements, because it's hard to tell how big stuff is on the old internet. So we're a little over 6 inches, 6 1/6 inch wide. Eyeball the handle, it's looking like 11 1/4 to the top of the handle. Front to back on the plastics is about 14 1/4, and out to this knob here we're looking at 15 5/8. That's pretty cool. Let's well, that's interesting. Sounds like there's something maybe loose inside. I'm not sure what's up with that. I have to take a peek, see if there's like a loose screw or something. Hopefully it's not anything of importance. Let's measure this cord real quick, see what we got going on. Hard to get a good measurement on a cord, so we'll do the best we can. With the old this version of me doing it. People like to know this stuff. So that's looking like 5 foot of cord plus plug. There's 5 foot. So that's cool. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to take this thing apart or not, but it does sound like there's a screw inside there, which is kind of wild. Look at the back. Nice positive clicky on the on-off. Air hose. That's interesting. Let's take a look at the torch here. See what we got here in the torch. Wow, that's something. Got some spiral relief there where the torch comes together. Got a safety. Let's measure out this length on this torch. We'll do the torch first. That thing is about 10.5 inches. And I'll try to get the length of the cable here the best I can so you have an idea what's going on. So it's looking like 8.5 feet to there, just shy and about 9 feet. It's probably about 9 feet. So you got 9 feet cable. This here, the shroud feels like a heavy vinyl-ish something or other. You know, your air hose inside looks like a braid. Interesting. All right, we got the ground cable, which I think on a plasma is actually not a ground, but you know, keeping things traditional, we'll just call it a ground. I think it actually goes backwards on a plasma, but those are minor details. Let's measure this out. We'll actually take a look at it first. So, I mean, pretty standard. You got a nice bridge there. This is, you know, stamped metal. Most likely more than up to the task. We'll measure from the actual clamp. So we're at just about 10 feet, a couple inches short of 10 feet. So that's cool. Let's go through these instructions. I'm gonna kind of hold the instructions up in case someone were to come across one of these machines or lose their instruction and they need to re-reference. Let's see what we can do here. Obviously, you're just going to want to pause to read what you want to read. I'm not going to read any of this out loud on the old... So they make two versions of this machine. They got a 50 ampere. It's got the thing you screw on the back. Kind of looks like that. That's not this machine. This is this machine. Wait, hold on a second. Here's the machine that I've got here in front of me. Talks about the stuff. Cutting thickness chart. Let's get that in here real good. How to start. The T1, T2 on the trigger is kind of cool. Gives you options. Pull the trigger, turn it on. Let go of the trigger, it turns off. Or pull the trigger, it stays on. Pull the trigger, and then it shuts off. Put that up there. Hopefully that's all readable. All right, let's. Yeah, I need to figure out what this loose screw is. I mean, I'm a realist. I understand how things get made. They get made in a factory, and sometimes a loose screw gets left I don't know. Well, I don't know if I actually want to dig into that thing. That is pretty well put together. Man alive. There's definitely something slopping around in there. But this is just an unboxing. There'll be a second video of other things to come, so stay safe.